When I was younger, I never understood why when men approached me with interest, I used to get anxiety. And I remember the first time I was approached by a man. Yes, man. I was 13. And this man was 19, 20. And he was a neighbor in the area I stayed. And he was always, telling me how I was such a fine girl and he liked me. And I would always run away because I was always scared. Like, why is this older man into me, a child? And it's not like I knew back then that this was grooming or anything. It just felt so wrong for me personally. That even while I was in secondary school, even when my classmates would hit on me, I would physically run away from them. There's a particular guy I went to high school with. I think we were in JS3 or SS1, I can't remember. And he did declare his interest in me. And he was one of the teacher's kids. And she was like my favorite teacher at this point because she was the only one that really saw me. So that for me was really a big problem because I used to go to her place in staff quarters just to hang out, chill. And the minute he actually, showed interest in me, of which he was like a tyrant, he was like a big, messed up dude that everybody knew to avoid. And all of a sudden, you're picking me out of everyone to say you're interested in. And I remember I didn't say anything to him. We went on holiday, and the school is on this famous church ground where we usually have church programs. And his mom was also like a minister, so she was always in that place. And I ran into him and some other classmates. And as he was about to talk to me, I took off running. I ran for like almost 10 minutes until I was out of breath. And when they caught up to me, and they were like, where were you running? I used that time to breathe and, regain strength. And I took off again. They just left me. They're like, something's wrong with this babe. And that was it. That's the kind of person I was growing up when it came to men showing me their interest. And I know a lot of other women have had their, similar interest, similar incidents like this growing up with men who were way older or even their classmates always, claiming to be attracted to them or interested in them. And the older you get, it doesn't really stop. And because maybe you haven't gotten to the point where you understand who you are and why this is happening, a lot of women think that there is pride in men being attracted, like a lot of men being attracted to you and then approaching you. It's one thing for men to see you as attractive and discuss it among themselves, but then to have the audacity to always, approach you. It could be in the public bus, it could be while you're taking a walk in your area, it could be any kind of place. And when this is happening, you think, oh my God, I'm so hot, everybody wants me. No, they can see a leak in your energy field. They can see that you don't have boundaries. They see that you do not know the power you possess. So that's why anyone thinks they can have a chance with you. I know this because I've been that person. There was a time in my life, literally, even, a garage boy will be, my like him, fine gun. And then you'll be asking yourself, what did I put on my body that made this motherfucker think he could approach me? Well, it's because you had energy leakage. You didn't have your boundaries in place. You didn't know who you were. You were just out there philandering all your energy and, being so energetically open that everybody thought they could approach you. And if you know a lot about men, you know most of them are energy vampires. They do not possess the kind of energy women have. Hence why they're the ones who forcefully try to take sex from you and what have you. Because they want what you have and you are being careless with it because you think, oh my God, I am so attractive. Everybody wants me. No, darling, everybody wants to drain you. You're an open source of energy, you are leaking it out, and they see a leak, they want some. It's like those videos we used to watch growing up where there's like a fuel leak at some pipeline, and you see, instead of people trying to patch that leak up, what do? They take advantage and they steal the fuel. Granted, some people actually do get burnt, and whilst trying to steal it, they lose their lives. This also happens to certain women because you don't know whose energy you're trying to steal. But as a woman, you have to be careful of these things. You have to notice them in your life. You're like, oh, 1 and 2 is not equaling 5. You understand? It's given like 7, 10. And you have to be really, really guarded about your energy. Not everyone who is attracted to you that approaches you means that you are attractive. It just means that your energy field is open. Now, since I've been doing the inner work on myself, been working on me, learning to love me authentically and wholly, learning to understand who I am, I have noticed that ever since I got my boundaries up, like, I know that there are these people staring at me. I know that they're attracted and what have you. But they don't be approaching me. At first, I first thought, am I broken? Because society will make you feel like if men are not approaching you, then something's wrong with you. So I'm thinking, am I broken? But then I started to realize I don't have anxiety. I can take walks. I can go anywhere I want. I can do what I want. I can take myself out to a bar without being worried to tell a guy to go fuck himself. I can literally just sit by myself and have a good time. And the highest I will get is, nods of acknowledgement and smiles from people. There is no unnecessary, oh, so why are you here by yourself? Can I pay for your drink? Like, I literally brought myself here. What made you think that I couldn't handle my bill? If I could not handle my bill, I'd have stayed at home. Like, there's got to the point now that I can see the admiration from afar, but he doesn't get close to me anymore. And I'm less anxious. I am happier to just, exist in my own world, my own space, without wondering that some motherfucker is going to come and start forming, I want you, I like you, ask if I girl. No. Once you find where that leakage is from in your energy, your auric field, and you put a clog in it, you close it up, and you have boundaries around you, and you understand your worth, you would realize that when fewer men start approaching you to tell you that they like you, it means that you're weeding out the lower quality, lower vibrational men. And only men who either match with your energy or align with you would be able to come through. Do not get me wrong that some of these men will actually try to act like they are higher, quality, higher vibration, and want to come through to you. You are the one now, because you've done the work on yourself. You should be able to quickly see that, cut that shit short, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because we didn't come to this earth to exist for the pleasure of a man. We came to live our lives. Now, in this journey of our life, if along the way we meet somebody who matches and aligns with us, with our life's purpose, with who we're becoming or who we've become, and we decide, you know what, I like this companion in my life. Depending on what you desire for your life, you want to have kids, or you just, want to have a companion like me without having the, what's it called? The burden of kids. Yes, I said what I said. If that's what you desire for yourself, then it would happen when it's meant to happen. It's not going to be one of those things where you try to force yourself into situations and try to make shit happen before it's time, before you're aligned. Put you first. Do shit that makes you happy. Take yourself out. Spoil yourself. Treat your inner child. Have you been wanting to go to an amusement park? Go alone. You want to make new friends, meet new people? Do that. Do things that actually make your inner child proud of who you're becoming. Do not have marriage, relationship, and all that shit at the forefront of your frontal lobe that has already developed. Put your life in order. What are the things you always wanted to try out career-wise that you thought, oh, I can't do? Do them. Those are the things that matter. So that you don't end up 20 years from now coming on this app and talking about how things I wish I had known before I got married. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyways, I do trust that you'll do what is best for you and understand to manage your energy, have strong boundaries, do the inner work, heal, grow, love yourself unconditionally, and watch the value of your life increase. I love you, but God loves you more.